Welcome everyone to our class. Today we will continue the chapter The Earth as a Planet. In our last class we discussed about the shape of the Earth. Now today in this video we will discuss about the size of the Earth. Okay. So before starting the class, everybody please subscribe my channel, and if you like the video please give a thumbs up. Let's start. First, we will discuss about the concept of geoid. You know, the Earth shape of the Earth is of late period, but there is has so many variations are there. The Earth there are so many landform are there, and they are not all are equal. They have their variations. The surface is not the plain surface. The surface does not resemble the geometric ellipsoid shape or any known shape. But the Earth absolutely has their own shape, and this term is known as geoid. What is meaning of the geoid? Geoid means the Earth shape. Okay. The geoid is the shape of the surface. There is the oceans would take under the influence of the earth gravitations and rotations alone, and all the points on the geoid have some gravitational potential. So this means the plumb line always point perpendicular and water level parallel to the geoid, and a geoid is the equipotential surface of the earth gravitational field. Okay, the gravitational field of the earth is neither perfect or nor uniform, so the length of the gravity would not same everywhere because of the earth density and mass, the volume of the earth. So only due to the magma distributions, mountain range, deep sea range, so on, because of that there is a variations of the density and mass of the earth. Okay, and you have to know that geoid depends on the gravitational measurement and not to the earth surface. So that is why geoid is defined as an imaginary surface that can coincide with mean sea level in the oceans and its extension through the continents. Okay, and the shape so formed is not a flattened sphere but slightly like a pear. Okay, and this shape is determined by the combinations of the survey techniques, mathematical analysis known as geodesy. So you have to remember that the nowadays the earth shape is geoid. Geoid is depend on the gravitational force, and each and every place of the earth have not the same gravitational force because of the earth density and the earth mass, that means volume. Okay, so this is all about the concept of geoid. Now we will discuss about the size of the earth. First of all of you know that our earth is the third positions from the sun about this 8th planet, and it is the 5th largest planet in size, and the size of the planet is determined by its diameter, and you already know is a diameter. Diameter means is equatorial diameter and the polar diameter, you already know. So the earth is the 5th largest in the size after the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay, 5th largest planet, and it is the size of the earth. If we take the size of the earth is 1, then Jupiter is 11.209 times bigger than the earth, which is having diameter is 14,28,2,800 kilometer as compared to the 12,757 kilometer, which is the diameter of the earth, and the Jupiter diameter is 1,42,800 kilometer. Okay, And Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, they are the size have like they all these three are the bigger than the earth, like 9.44 is bigger. Saturn is bigger than the earth, 4.007 times bigger. Uranus is bigger than the earth, 3.883 times bigger. Neptune is bigger than the earth. Okay, and the diameter of the Saturn is 1,20,000 kilometer. That is that of the Uranus is 51,118 kilometer, and Neptune is 49,528 kilometer. Okay, so now another important thing is that among all the small planet which is near to the sun is known as terrestrial planet. Like example, I am saying you that Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, these are the terrestrial planet. Okay, the planet Venus, also called Earth twins. Why is called Earth twins? Cause Venus and the Earth shape is kind of a size is kind of same. The Earth is about 1 by 0.949 times bigger than the Venus, whose diameter is 12,014 kilometer. Okay, and Mars is slightly more than half the size of the Earth, and it has diameter is 6,787 kilometer. Okay, and Mercury, Mercury is the smallest among the all 8 planet. So in the so its diameter is 4,878 kilometer. Okay, and the Earth is about 1 by 0.328 times bigger than the Mercury. Remember all these points. These pointers very important. Now our next topic is Earth unique positions in the solar system. Earth is the third positions from the sun, and it's also the largest terrestrial planet, and it is the fifth largest planet in the term of the size, but it is the densest among all the planet, and thus the only planet not named after any mythological being, and its name is derived from the English word Artha, which is mean ground. Okay, and thousands of asteroid and meteoroid are member of our solar system, and thus sometimes collide with the planet. But the Earth is in a positions in the solar system where Earth is protected by the these asteroid and meteoroid, and the Jupiter is a large in size, so that's, and it's have the maximum gravitational power, so that's why all these asteroid and meteoroid are attracted by the Jupiter. Okay, and that time the Earth is safe now, and there is a the Earth have only one satellite, that is moon, and Earth is also protected by the moon. How the Earth is protected by the moon? Because there is a in moon there is a large craters are there. Large craters means huge holes are there. It is proved that the Earth that the moon, our satellite, our Earth satellite moon, they attract that any asteroid or meteoroid on it, so the Earth is safe in positions. Okay, and also one most important thing, that the Earth has nickel and iron present in the core, and so that is created one magnetic field. This magnetic field protect the Earth from the radiations bombardment on it from the space. Okay, and the Earth interior structure is almost in a interior structure in a 3 layers are there, and its surface is formed by the some geological process found on other planet as well. And the Earth interior is a 3 layer, that is the core, mantle, and the uppermost layer is the crust. Okay, and in this respect our Earth does not show any speciality, but this kind of interior structure of the Earth, there are the many similarities with the other planet. Okay, but it is special and unique in one sense, that only planet known to foster life in the whole solar system. Only life is present on the earth. Now, if the only planet, the earth, for the human or the any life present there, so earth as a home of humankind. That means earth has a layer. Why there is a only planet in this solar system? There is a 8 planets are there, but only life present in the earth. Why? Cause earth has a layer of the air surrounding it, which is composed 78% of nitrogen, the 21% of oxygens and 1% of argon, and also there are the other gases like the carbon dioxide and other gases also present there. Nitrogens and oxygen, these are the two essential gases without which life cannot be exists. Okay. And one most important thing, the ozone layer of the atmosphere is protect us from the ultraviolet ray of the sun. And plant in the process of photosynthesis takes the carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So carbon dioxide in the atmosphere also play a very vital role for keeping the temperature in a proper conditions. Okay. And if the level of the carbon dioxide is higher, the temperature will increase and there is a greenhouse effect we see there like Venus. And if the level of carbon dioxide decreases, then the greenhouse effect also low and making the temperature colder, and that is also unsuitable for the life. So the earth has the another most important features, like the 70.9% of its total surface is covered by water, and water is the most important for any living things. So life is only found on the earth at first found is 3.8 billion years ago in the oceans. Okay, so thus the both land and water is in a proper position, so can life can exist in there on the earth. Okay, now we will discuss about the measurement of the earth. The earth's circumference and the surface of the earth we already discuss about but the first circumference of the earth first measured by Eratosthenes, who was a Greek mathematician, geographer and astronomer. Okay, the circumference and the surface of the earth are 40,075 kilometer, and that is 510 million 72,000 kilometers square respectively. But these conclusions were done by the scientists almost 600 years ago, and there is a lot of advancements of the science, absence of the advancements of the science. So this is not the proper calculations. But after the calculations of Eratosthenes, it is proved that the earth circumference, what is the earth circumference? Okay, so at first what he experiment, he first choose two place. Okay, choose two place. One is Syene, which is the modern which is the ancient name of Aswan, and Alexandria. On the day of the summer solstice, which is in June 21st, he first noticed that the positions of the sun at Syene was directly over it, and the sun did not reach at the same positions at the same time in Alexandria because of the vertical posts. There is a still cost of the shadow circle. And Eratosthenes measured the angles of these shadow 7.12 degree of the post, and he known the distance from the Alexandria to Syene. He calculate the circumference of the earth. his conclusion was based on two assumptions. What are they? Number one, that the earth is in a round in shape, and number two, that the sun ray are essentially parallel. Okay. You can see the picture here, that there is a two place on the earth surface. One is shiny and another one is the S1. They are and the earth is a round in shape. And he also knew that the shiny was located on the Tropic of Cancer, so that the sun would directly overheaded on that day, on the summer solstice day, that means in 21st June. And he found the size of the earth is slicing sections of the earth as a piece of pie. Okay, as a piece of pie. Eratosthenes also, this is also the Eratosthenes pie slice from the sine to the Alexandria is about 1/50 of the total pie. And he multiplying this arc length of the pie crust, he found the value of the circumference of the earth, that is 5000 stadia. If you convert it into kilometer, that is 800 kilometer in metric unit. And the shadow, which is 7.12 degree angular distance, that means 5000 stadia unit. So total, the round earth, that means 360 degree. That means 360 angular distance means 5000 divided by 7.12 and into 360 degree stadia. Then you find that is 2,52,000 stadia. Now if you convert the circumference of the earth into kilometer, that is 40,000 kilometer in metric units. So the earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometer. Okay. Now we will discuss about the uses of GPS. The satellite that the orbit around the earth, as you see the picture, they send the signal of the positions of the earth, any places of the earth, by any handheld device. Like right now we have this GPS we have in our phone, in our any remote, in our car, in everything. So we can find any place. So the GPS is a satellite based system that can be used to locate positions anywhere on the earth. And the GPS receiver can access the positions. It can used for the any applications that require locations. Right now at our home, if you want to order food, you give the locations of your home. And if you want to ride any Uber or any car, you give your locations of your positions. Okay, so that is the uses of the GPS. And GPS popularly increase the service has become available. It is a handheld device in car, in mobile phone. So GPS locations data can be retrieved uses the locations finding and driving directions and even social networking. Okay, right now we always give the locations. Right now I am here, I am there. If you are traveling, you always update your locations. So this is all because of the presence of the GPS. Okay, few years ago it is not possible for us to always showing the locations. Okay, and GPS data is only showing by the latitudes and longitude, and also by the using decimal degree. Okay, by the minute, degree, minutes and second. And using this two set of the locations data of GPS device, this formula is known as Haversian formula, which can determine the distance across a spherical surface between the 2 points. Okay, where you located and where you want to go, and where the car is located. These 2 point distance can also measure. This Haversian formula is an equation important navigations, giving the great circle distance between the 2 point on a sphere from the latitudes and the longitudes. Okay. The special case, or in a more general formula in a spherical, this is the spherical trigonometry. And once the distance of the place over the equator is obtained, the circumference of the earth can be worked out considering it almost as a sphere. You can see the picture. This device we used in our college time, because that time we don't have the smartphone where there is a GPS are there. This kind of GPS we have to carry if you go anywhere, and we have to find the locations. Okay, so this is all about the GPS uses, and this is all about the class the size of the earth. I hope all of you understood. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section below. Okay, thank you everyone. See you in our next class.